In the summer of 1978, two friends opened a makeshift ice cream parlor in an abandoned gas station in northern Vermont. Using a single 5-gallon ice cream maker, they churned out batch after batch of wacky flavors like Chunky Monkey and Heath Bar Crunch. In the following decades, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield would go on to build Ben & Jerry's into a legendary ice cream company with more than 600 scoop shops in 35 countries worldwide and annual sales now topping $900 million. The story of Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield, the founders of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, is a shining example of how two friends turned a humble $5 investment into an ice cream empire renowned for its social consciousness, innovation, and mouth-watering flavors. Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield were childhood friends born 4 days apart in 1951 in Brooklyn, New York. Ben drove an ice cream truck during his high school senior year. After high school, he attended and dropped out of various colleges in the Northeast, eventually leaving his studies to teach pottery on a working farm in New York's Adirondack region, where he dabbled in ice cream making. Jerry started on a more traditional path. After graduating high school, he attended Oberlin College to study medicine, working as an ice cream scooper in the school's cafeteria. Upon graduating, he returned to New York to work as a lab technician while applying to medical school without success. During his lab tech days, he shared a Manhattan apartment with Ben. After moving to North Carolina for a few years, Jerry reunited with Ben in Saratoga Springs, New York, and they decided to go into the food business together. At first, the pair thought about making bagels but decided the necessary equipment was too expensive. Instead, they settled on ice cream. They decided Burlington, Vermont was an ideal location for a scoop shop because it was a college town without an ice cream parlor. Ben & Jerry's ultimate move came with just a $5 investment that would set the course for the company to become a global success. Ben & Jerry decided to pursue their ice cream dream by enrolling in a correspondence course on ice cream making from Penn State University. Armed with newfound knowledge and a combined investment of just $5, they were determined to turn their dream into reality and opened the first Ben & Jerry's in a converted Burlington gas station. Both were 27 when they opened in May 1978 at the start of the summer season. But because Vermont isn't always weather-suited to frozen dessert shops, Ben also made crepes, soups, and other food, while Jerry was in charge of the ice cream. In 1979, they dropped the other food. The ice cream was a success. Thanks to its rich ice cream and creative flavors, the original scoop shop became a community favorite. In 1983, the company opened its first non-Vermont franchise in Maine and signed a deal with a Boston distribution company. Signature flavors were unveiled throughout the 1980s, including New York Super Fudge Chunk and Cherry Garcia, and 1987 sales were at $32 million by the end of 1988, with the company operating shops in 18 states. Ben & Jerry earned the distinctive award of U.S. Small Business Persons of the Year from President Ronald Reagan. Ben & Jerry's first flavor hit store shelves: chocolate chip cookie dough. This flavor is a classic and has been done by just about every ice cream brand out there, but Ben & Jerry's does it, and all its flavors, in its own way, and it pays off. Ben & Jerry's became a hit in Vermont and beyond. Its competitors start taking notice. Häagen-Dazs, for example, fired shots in Boston, telling local retailers that if they want to continue selling their brand, Ben & Jerry's must go. From the beginning, Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield wanted their company to be about more than just ice cream. They knew they could leverage their popularity to advance progressive causes. Ben & Jerry made it a point to connect with the community, hosting a free film festival and giving away free scoops on the store's first anniversary, a tradition that still continues. In 1980, the duo began making pints to sell to local grocers. 1981, they expanded the operation, opening the first franchise store in Shelburne, VT. The inviting atmosphere, friendly staff, and tantalizing aromas created an environment where people felt welcome to gather, share stories, and create memories. For years, they kept the top salary at their company no more than 5 times larger than the lowest paid worker's salary. Their highest salary is now somewhere between 11 and 15 times the lowest full-time employees, according to a 2017 B Corp assessment, Every year, over 1 million cones are given away, prompting the company's ad slogan, "Be one in a million." Charitable organizations are often present at the stores each year and enjoy significant fundraising success. Often, local celebrities show up at various stores, promoting the day and the charities there. Before we jump into the rest of the video, leave us a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Another reason for the quick popularity of Ben & Jerry's was its unique flavor combinations. While traditional ice cream shops stuck to classics like vanilla and chocolate, Ben & Jerry's introduced an array of flavors that transformed the ice cream experience into an exciting journey of taste sensations. All new flavors were invented by Jerry, usually without any test marketing. Some 1980s flagship flavors include Chunky Monkey, Rainforest Crunch, and Economic Crunch, scoops of which Ben & Jerry's served up for free on Wall Street following the stock market crash of October 19, 1987. In February 2012, a Ben & Jerry's franchise near Harvard University created a limited edition frozen yogurt flavor named Taste the Linsanity in honor of Asian American basketball player Jeremy Lin, a Harvard alumnus. At inception, the product contained vanilla frozen yogurt, lychee honey swirls, and fortune cookie pieces, leading to a widely publicized controversy about racial stereotyping due to the association of the fortune cookie ingredient with Chinese culture. The latter ingredient was later replaced with waffle cookies as the fortune cookies became soggy, and the franchise received customer returns. The unique flavor combinations served as conversation starters, encouraging people to share their favorite discoveries with friends and family. This word-of-mouth marketing, combined with the flavor's distinctiveness, contributed to the cult, following that Ben & Jerry's quickly garnered. In 1986, they hit the road in their Cowmobile to hand out free cones nationwide and spread the word about their brand. Everything's okay and great until Ben & Jerry's start heading for home and the Cowmobile goes up in flames. Cohen joked that it looked like the world's largest baked Alaska, which is quite an image and a bummer, but the trip was worth it. In 1987, following Ben & Jerry's maiden voyage cross-country and the release of its Cherry Garcia flavor, named for the Grateful Dead's frontman, the company is officially playing with the big dogs in the ice cream game. But the company's path hasn't always been as smooth as its ice cream blends. Ben & Jerry's faced off with Häagen-Dazs over distribution rights, leading to lawsuits against Häagen-Dazs' parent, the Pillsbury Company, in the mid-1980s. As the company's rapid growth continued, it became apparent to the founders that they needed someone with more business acumen to keep the business running. After allowing customers to apply for the job in the Yo, I'm Your CEO contest, the company in 1995 selected Robert Holland, a veteran of McKinsey & Co. Ironically, Holland was found by a search firm, not through the contest. Holland's hiring brought the company to a crossroads. Ben & Jerry had become the brand's icons. There was concern that the company would lose its informal hierarchy and unique culture under Holland's leadership. Ben & Jerry's had always had a strict pay-scale ratio for its management, which it had to break when hiring Holland. Additionally, the market was proving difficult for Ben & Jerry's. The most popular ice cream flavor in America was, and still is, simple vanilla, even though the brand had established its name with bizarre flavors and chunky mix-ins. The company introduced a line of smooth no chunks to appeal to the market group that favored less unusual flavors. The market for super premium ice cream was expanding, but so was the rivalry. Major brands were Dreyer's and Häagen-Dazs. In the past, Ben & Jerry's outsourced a portion of its production to Dreyer's to serve customers in the western United States. Ben & Jerry's had to be concerned about relying on a rival for manufacture and delivery now that Dreyer's was growing in competition. In April 2000, Ben & Jerry's sold itself to British multinational food giant Unilever. In the acquisition agreement, Unilever agreed to continue the company's tradition of engaging in these critical global economic and social missions. Following the acquisition, both founders remained employed at the company, though not in a position of operational or managerial responsibility, though Cohen remained on the governing board of directors. In 2010, Jostein Solheim, a Unilever executive from Norway, was appointed CEO. In 2018, Matthew McCarthy, previously a Unilever executive, was appointed CEO, replacing Solheim. As of 2019, Ben & Jerry's has production facilities in St. Albans, Vermont, Waterbury, Vermont, Hellendoorn, Netherlands, and Beer Tuvia, Israel. On May 15, 2023, the company announced Dave Stever as the new CEO after the preceding CEO, Matthew McCarthy, retired. Decades after its inception, Ben & Jerry's remains a household name synonymous with delectable, inventive ice cream flavors. In 2022, Ben & Jerry's was the leading ice cream brand in the United States based on sales of $911 million. There are more than 600 Ben & Jerry's scoop shops worldwide. Undoubtedly, the iconic and Unilever-owned brand Ben & Jerry's remains dominant in this space. Ben & Jerry's Homemade holding a market share of 8.7% in the United States and a market share of 29% in the UK alone as recently as 2017. Today, Ben & Jerry's is far more than just an ice cream brand. It's a symbol of conscious capitalism, advocacy, and making a positive impact on society. From its unique flavor combinations to its passionate commitment to social responsibility, the company's journey has been a testament to the power of combining business success with purpose-driven initiatives. As Ben & Jerry's continues to evolve and grow, it remains a shining example of how businesses can use their influence to create a better world. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel as a sacrifice to the gods of the algorithm. Now, if you're hungry for more knowledge and want to explore even more about the rise and fall of companies, check out the playlist on your screen. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.